Hello, and welcome to what is either a thrilling exploration of India's judicial system embracing the future, or the opening scene of a dystopian Skynet courtroom drama. Don't worry, it's probably the first one. Probably. We're diving headfirst into the wild world of artificial intelligence and its impact on India's courts. And let me tell you, friends, it's about as exciting as a courtroom can get, which is to say, slightly more riveting than watching paint dry, but with significantly higher stakes if things go wrong. From e-courts to AI-driven chatbots that would give Perry Mason a run for his money, India is going all in on tech to make its justice system faster, more efficient, and hopefully less prone to those pesky, "oh, we lost the paperwork" excuses. We're talking about a system so backlogged that some cases have been dragging on longer than a season of Indian soap opera, which, trust me, is a very long time. So, buckle up as we unpack how India is leveraging the power of algorithms and ones and zeros to deliver justice. Because if there's one thing India loves more than cricket and Bollywood, it's a good legal drama. And who knows, maybe this time, with the help of a few lines of code, we might just get a happy ending. Welcome to our deep dive into how India is leveraging artificial intelligence to modernize its judicial system. From e-courts to AI-driven chatbots, let's explore the key initiatives making justice more efficient and accessible. First up, let's talk about India's e-courts project. Now, we're all familiar with the image of dusty, overflowing courtrooms, where just finding the right document requires an Indiana Jones level of archaeological excavation. Well, India decided to drag its legal system into the 21st century, kicking and screaming if necessary. The e-courts project is all about digitization, baby. We're talking online case filing, digital document management, and even virtual hearings. Think of it like this. Instead of braving rush hour traffic and questionable courtroom snacks, you can now attend your hearing from the comfort of your own home, wearing pajama bottoms and that questionable t-shirt you wouldn't be caught dead in public with. But it's not just about convenience, although let's be honest, that's a major plus. The e-courts project is about streamlining the entire system, making it faster, more efficient, and hopefully less prone to those "the dog ate my evidence" excuses. Next, let's talk about how AI is playing judge, jury, and, well, not executioner, thankfully. India's Supreme Court, in all its wisdom, has developed a nifty little tool called SUPACE. No, it's not a new streaming service for legal dramas, though that's not a bad idea. SUPACE analyzes mountains of case data, because apparently even judges have their limits when it comes to reading legal jargon. It then summarizes key points, identifies relevant precedents, and basically acts like a super-powered legal assistant. Now, before you start picturing a Terminator-style robot presiding over court, let me assure you it's not that extreme, at least not yet. The idea is to free up judges from tedious tasks, like reading through pages upon pages of legal documents, so they can focus on what really matters: dispensing justice. Or at least pretending to while they secretly browse cat videos on YouTube. Look, nobody's perfect, not even judges. Now let's talk about something that will make you say, finally, technology that understands my need for instant gratification. India is unleashing AI-powered chatbots like Nyaya Bandhu, which, for those of you who don't speak fluent Hindi, roughly translates to Justice Buddy. And let me tell you, this is one buddy you want on your side, especially if you've ever found yourself in a legal pickle. These digital legal eagles are available 24/7, because apparently, legal emergencies don't respect regular business hours. They provide free legal advice, guidance on legal procedures, and can even help you find a human lawyer if your case is a bit too complicated for a chatbot to handle. Because let's face it, no matter how advanced AI gets, it's never going to replicate the thrill of arguing with a judge in a powdered wig. But wait, there's more. AI isn't just helping with current cases, it's also digging deep into the archives, because apparently even algorithms have a healthy respect for legal precedent. Tools like SUPACE are being used to analyze past judgments, identify patterns, and even translate legal jargon into multiple languages, because access to justice shouldn't require a PhD in legalese. Imagine a world where you can simply ask your AI assistant, "Hey, has anyone ever gotten away with using the 'my dog ate my homework' excuse in a copyright infringement case?" And they'll provide you with a comprehensive analysis of past judgments. Spoiler alert, the answer is probably no. Unless your dog is a very convincing lawyer. Chapter 5. Predictive Justice Minority Report, but hopefully less Tom Cruise. Now this is where things get really interesting, and by interesting I mean potentially terrifying. India is experimenting with AI for predictive justice. Think Minority Report, but instead of pre-crime units, we're talking about predicting case outcomes, identifying potential bottlenecks, and suggesting alternative dispute resolution methods. The idea is to use data to make the legal system more efficient and, dare I say, proactive. Imagine a world where instead of spending years battling it out in court, you and your neighbor can settle your property dispute with a little help from an AI mediator. Or maybe, just maybe, AI can help us avoid legal disputes altogether. A world without lawsuits? Now that's a utopian future I can get behind. Chapter 6. Bye-bye backlog. AI to the rescue of India's overworked courts. Let's be honest, one of the biggest problems plaguing India's legal system is the massive backlog of cases. It's like trying to empty the Ganges River with a teaspoon. But fear not, for AI is here to help. Well, that's the hope anyway. AI is being tested to prioritize cases based on urgency, complexity, and societal impact. Imagine a world where a case involving a life-saving drug reaches the top of the pile, while a dispute over a parking space gets the attention it deserves. That is none. This is AI at its best, folks, using its powers for good to ensure that justice, while not always swift, is at least a little bit faster. Chapter 7. National Judicial Data Grid. Connecting the dots of justice. Finally, let's talk about the National Judicial Data Grid, NJDG, which sounds about as exciting as a spreadsheet. But trust me, this is important. The NJDG is a centralized repository of case and court data, because in the age of information, data is king, queen, and the entire royal court. AI is being used to analyze this treasure trove of data, identify trends, and help improve the efficiency of the entire judicial system. It's like giving the legal system a much-needed dose of transparency and accountability, which, let's be honest, is never a bad thing. Outro: The Future of Law, More Just, With or Without the Wig. So there you have it, folks, India's grand experiment with AI in its justice system. Now, before you start planning for a future where robot judges hand down verdicts based on your social media history, which, let's be honest, wouldn't end well for some of us, it's important to remember that AI is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or evil. The potential benefits are huge: a faster, more efficient, and more accessible justice system for all. But challenges remain, from ensuring data privacy and security to addressing ethical concerns about bias in algorithms. Because let's face it, even AI can inherit the prejudices of its creators. But hey, at least it's a start. And who knows, maybe one day AI will even be able to write a better outro than this one. But until that day comes, you're stuck with me. While challenges like ethical concerns, data privacy, and digital literacy remain, India's journey towards AI-based justice is a promising step towards a more efficient, transparent, and accessible judicial system. Stay tuned for more updates on how technology is reshaping our world.